Zach had zero contact with college coaches. He was running a 7.360 as a junior infielder, and he felt like time was running out. In this video, you'll hear how he cut his 60 time by a half of a second, added 20 pounds of strength, and finally broke into real recruiting conversations. I've played 7 years of professional baseball, 3 years at the D1 level, and now I help high school baseball players go through that same exact process. Zach was just like your son. Overthinking, overlooked, and unsure what to do next. Stick around until the end because what finally clicked for Zach might be exactly what your son needs too. Here we have Zach Welch. Zach, feel free to introduce yourself.
All right, guys. I'm Zach Welch. I live in Charleston, South Carolina. I'm a middle infielder for Fort Dorchester High School, and I am a senior, class of 2026.
Let's go, dude. And before joining into my program, dude, how was baseball like for you?
It was good, but I just had like no contact with any coaches or anything. Like I didn't understand or didn't comprehend coaching and the way of like recruitment. So I think before that, I didn't have a lot of knowledge into the recruitment area and also into training. This program helped me a lot with training, and I wasn't familiar. I was familiar with training, but not this high quality level of it.
Love that, dude. Love that. And you joined in towards the tail end of your junior year,
Summer.
kind of
Yes,
early
sir.
summer before
Yeah,
your senior year. So obviously a very, very important time.
right.
Mentally, where were you at in the whole really just thinking about baseball mentally? Where were
Yeah,
you?
I feel like honestly I was overthinking a lot and I
Mm,
was rushing with time because
mm.
I was rushing so much thinking that it was gonna end soon, like my senior year is gonna come up before I know it, which it is, but honestly, getting into this program, I've had so many more talks with college coaches and emails and stuff where now I'm like slowing down time and I'm realizing, I mean, this program has honestly helped me a lot with that.
Dude, let's go. Real quick, if you have a son in 10th, 11th, or 12th grade who wants to play college baseball, listen up. At the Mendoza Baseball Academy, I built a triple play with the physical development, mental toughness, and a recruiting system that gets players noticed. And it's 100% remote, so no missed school, no wasted travel, just real results from home while your son works one-on-one with me. Click the link below to learn more and book a call with either myself or a team member today. And as far
Yeah.
as like your metrics and your stats, what
Mm.
were they looking like before joining in?
My speed is the big highlight for that. So my speed, I ran yeah, I had like a 7.3 before the program, which isn't terrible, but I mean, I'm a smaller dude, so I should run a lot faster. And then right now, I'm almost down to a 6.8. I keep on doing those sprints every single week, 14 days.
That's
That's
like
the
a
one
half
thing.
a second, dude.
Yeah, it's
And
insane.
when we're talking about like a half a second at that lower
Yeah,
sevens, like that's a ton, dude. Let's
right.
go. I didn't
Yeah,
know it was
it's
that much. I thought it was like
no.
point 0.3.
Yeah, it was
A
at
half a
six
second.
nine.
Let's go.
Yeah, it was at
Dude,
6.9 like a few weeks ago, and now I'm almost down to a 6.8, which is like really, really good for me.
awesome. So let's talk about that sprinting program.
Hmm.
Is it anything, and use your words, obviously, is it
Right.
anything super revolutionary?
No, like it's
Oh,
really not that difficult. It's just
yeah.
honestly, my big thing is consistency. You got to be really consistent with it because that's one thing that at first I struggled with is
Mm.
you have to just like realize if you keep doing it over and over again, it becomes a habit to where like you're just you wake up, I go to school or whatever, but then whenever I get back to school, I'm just like, I gotta do that program. So the sprints, honestly, yeah, it's just helped me so much with that.
Dude, I literally did the same exact thing when I was in high school. The
Yeah,
moment I got back home, I just knocked it out. 15, 20 minutes, right?
yeah,
Nothing super crazy.
right.
You know exactly what comes after B skips and after,
Right.
all
Yeah,
like you don't have
exactly.
to reference it and then that's when you can get into this flow state. But dude, super happy that you're not
Yes,
only
sir.
you not only enjoyed it, but you're
Right.
enjoying it
Yeah.
consistently throughout, you know, your routine that you've constantly been building out. But
Yes,
I
sir.
guess before joining into my academy, dude, I mean, like, what were some areas as far as my program or
Hmm.
I guess remote training that maybe made you a little bit worried?
So at first, I thought it was going to be a lot more difficult than what it really was. I thought I was going to struggle a lot more, but honestly, the way it's built, it's not really difficult because I'm not dealing with a lot of weight. Honestly, it's more core, and I'm just like realizing this is way more important for baseball than it is for anything else. Like all these workouts and stuff that I'm doing is just strictly based for my sport, and I
Mhm.
enjoy that a lot. And I feel like doing that helps me a lot with a lot of things.
the name of the game, dude.
Yes, sir.
Functional movements. If we deadlift the house,
Yeah.
awesome. But
Yeah.
like
Right.
we never truly deadlift in baseball, right? That
No.
movement we
No.
don't really do. And yes, it's
No.
a good sign of strength, but like yeah, that's why we're not trying to be bodybuilders over here.
Exactly.
But I guess when talking about, we spoke on like an eligibility review or a strategy session. I guess what made you guys actually make that next step, and did it feel like a leap of faith almost?
Yeah. So honestly, again, like the first, I mean sophomore, junior year, just not a lot of coaches within contact because my sophomore year actually, it was like a really big slump that I had. My junior year, I picked it up, but I was just not very confident. And we played in major, like the WWA and all those tournaments where it's
Yeah.
like there's so many uh scouts and everything, and you're just like trying to, you're just overthinking a lot.
Mhm.
So I think before this, I was just like, again, I was rushing and I was just thinking so much in games and everything. And I'm just like, I got to do this, I got to do that. But then, like, whenever I went into here, I just processed it and now I just play without. And I don't have to worry about that because it's just, it's
Mhm.
part of the game and it'll come. You just got to work on yourself, really. And that's what I think has helped me a lot.
Dude, and taking a piece of the sprinting program, right? You're not competing against
Yeah.
anyone else during
No,
that, right?
exactly.
Like, and that's something that I think is fundamental in baseball. I love referencing Shohei Ohtani. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
who is he competing with, truly? Like, who is he competing with? He's probably the best baseball
Yeah.
player on the planet.
Yeah.
That's where that mindset, we need to understand how it weaves into how we go about the physical work, which I'm happy that you're starting to acknowledge, dude. But as far as any specific metrics
Mhm.
or anything like that outside of your 60, was there any improvements there, whether it's your arm velocity,
My
exit velocity, weight, anything?
honestly, at first I've gained a lot of weight, and
Okay.
actually recently I've been a little sick, so now I've slowed down. But
Uh,
I'm building back right into it now with the October program coming. I just got screenshots of those because I've been last 6 days I've just been dead. So
mm,
now I'm looking
how
forward
you're
to come
feeling
back
there?
into that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm looking
How,
forward for that.
how
But
much weight were we talking about as far as weight gaining in the front end of the program?
dude, at first I was like 116, 115 at the very
Okay.
beginning, and now I'm up to like 132, and that's right now. Like my highest I was at
Go.
135, 136. So,
Okay. So like a good 20,
yeah,
25
exactly.
pounds, dude.
Yeah.
That's insane. Let's go.
Hmm.
And of course, like mass equals gas for pitchers and
Right.
honestly, even position players, making sure that we were able to generate that power in our swings, dude. So that's really exciting as well.
Yes,
I
sir.
guess if you were to speak to your younger self before joining into my program,
Hmm.
what's maybe one or two pieces of advice that you would give to him? Or let's just say that anonymous baseball player
Hmm.
out there that's considering joining in, what would you tell that person or that player about the program?
Honestly, it's probably one of the best decisions in baseball that I've made, like with recruitment and all of, like just the recruitment, the core, the speed. It just honestly, I would tell someone or myself, like it really does just make you a better player and just mentally better. Like you just again, like I just don't worry anymore with the
Mhm.
recruitment phase and then with the core workouts and with the sprints and with all of it, the mobility and all that stuff. It's just like it helps me so much now. And now it's planted and it's becoming a habit. And reading those workouts that it's posted every month and the sprints, it's just something that it gives you something to look forward to, honestly, now to where you're just like, you have this to do, and I'm just going to keep on repeating it and repeating it. And it really does pay off.
I really like what you said as far as it's planted now, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
planted, and that's when you're going to start flourishing into that
Right.
flower, right? You're trying
Exactly.
to become a big plant, a big tree, and
Mm-hmm.
you do have to plant the seeds first
Yes,
before
sir.
expecting to be this big, strong, hefty
Yeah,
tree.
exactly. Yeah.
Weird analogy there, but
Yeah.
awesome, dude. Well, any last words to anyone that's watching this video right now, as far as you know? Oh, I guess a good one, man, is
Mhm.
you ever do remote training before? Is that something that you've ever contemplated or never?
I was never really like into that. Like I've
Okay.
never got into it.
What makes you think like people have this just belief that it just doesn't work?
It's honestly, I feel like because I was one of those guys, so I just feel like at first you look at it and you're just like, what is like honestly like what is this? Like why is it gonna
Mhm.
make you better? Because you look at it and you don't really think much into it because it's not, you know, you don't really you go to the gym and you don't see that. Like you don't see guys doing that. and you just gotta wire yourself in. I just feel like baseball is just its own. It comes with a lot of its own workouts, to be honest. Like, there's just so you go to MLB games and just watch them stretch. Even like it's just different than an NBA stretch, and like it's just everything's different in baseball, including the workouts. So I just feel like you look at that and you just got to be like, if you're an athlete, you're gonna have to do different than a bodybuilder. Like it's just a different mindset.
Yeah, and with your point, I couldn't agree with you more. It's not necessarily so much that it's different.
Right.
It's unique in its own way, right? Because the
Exactly.
sport, every sport is going to demand you of
Hmm.
different things. And I've been getting into golf, and like
Oh
obviously
yeah.
golf is a rotational sport, and
Right.
there are a lot of similarities on like golf workouts.
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily doing any golf workouts out there, but
Yeah.
like there are similarities because it is a rotation sport.
Exactly.
So, um, cool, dude. And who do you feel like my program was really ultimately built for?
Like who it specifically was it built? Like
Yeah, like if you could just like kind of think of a blank canvas of a baseball player,
okay.
what characteristic traits or playing style or like what kind of
Honestly,
player will find the most success in my program?
I feel like where I'm at, a shortstop and a second base, like the middle infielder dudes, those ones they'll get you right a lot. Like I think of like a nice like a honestly Miguel Rojas is a he's an
Mm-hmm.
older guy, but I mean he's just such an athletic player and he's
Hmm.
really really good at infield and it's just mobility and his core like I think of that type of player. It's just
Hmm.
like one of those guys like it helps a lot with that and just I think I think if you're a middle infielder, maybe just a center fielder like a captain on a team, honestly
Hmm.
that probably is going to help you a lot.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Well, I appreciate the time. Any
Yes,
last
sir.
words whatsoever?
No, sir.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you joining us here today.